Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Toner, Technical Sales Rep with Howard Martin Fluid Technologies, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to share some information about a fantastic technology that'll be a game changer in the fight against COVID-19, as well as a tool that will lower disinfecting times and material and labor costs for clients ranging from schools and fitness centers to large industrial plants and manufacturing facilities. There's even an option for normal homeowners. I'm talking about our SaniSpray HP line of airless disinfectant sprayers made by Graco. First though, I should lay some groundwork and talk a little bit about some of the important aspects of proper and effective surface disinfecting. Now, if you've ever stopped to read the label of your Lysol wipes at home, the first thing you probably learn is that you've been disinfecting incorrectly. The label instructs you to wipe the surface until it's visibly wet, and let it remain wet for at least 10 minutes in order to effectively kill the pathogens. It doesn't seem feasible to set a timer for every surface you've wiped, and then check that it's still wet 10 minutes later. But that is exactly how proper disinfection should occur. More often than not, people tend to wipe away the disinfectant with a dry paper towel, or the disinfectant evaporates before those 10 minutes are up. Now, in your home, the stakes may be lower, but in hospitals and laboratories around the world, this lack of compliance could be met with deadly consequences. And we can all attest to the viral sensitivities of our society today. Who knew that disinfecting could be so complicated? To simplify things a little bit, I should introduce you all to the 4 C's of disinfecting. The first C is chemistry, and that's the chemical that's responsible for inactivating the pathogens. It could be sodium hypochlorite, quaternary ammonium compounds or quats, hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, and so on. And basically, it's what your disinfectant wipes are soaked in. For more information, you can view this info at the Government of Canada website, and it's listed as list and disinfectants that have been tested and approved for use with the novel COVID-19 virus. Now, chemistry is an issue with paint-style sprayers in that none have been built to handle the caustic and damaging nature of disinfectant materials. None except the SaniSpray HP, that is. SaniSpray equipment uses materials and manufacturing methods specifically designed to stand up to disinfectants and to provide many years of service. The second of the 4 C's is concentration, and that means the level at which the chemical is diluted in solution. Maybe it's 2,000 parts per million, maybe it's a 1 to 10 dilution. If you've mixed Roundup for weeds or made the occasional drink at home, you know what concentration is. And remember that no matter how strong or concentrated your chemicals are, SaniSpray HP is built to take it. The third C is contact time, also commonly referred to as dwell time. This is the amount of time that a disinfectant must rest on a surface before a certain pathogen is inactivated. For instance, 30 seconds for E. coli or 3 minutes for C. difficile spores with bleach. Simply put, you need to apply it and leave it for as long as it takes, which is typically upwards of 10 minutes. SaniSpray HP is ideal for addressing this issue as its speed of application is unmatched, and coupled with its ability to finely control the amount of material being applied, your surface will be disinfected more quickly and your contact or dwell times will be more consistently met. The fourth and final C of disinfecting is coverage, and that refers to the amount of surface area that the disinfectant is covering after it's applied. Ideally, this is 100%. Are there spaces between the droplets? 100% coverage means that your targeted surface is completely covered in a sheet of appropriate disinfecting material. Now here's where SaniSpray really leaves the competitive products behind, because with SaniSpray, you can actually determine your speed of application, width of spray pattern, and consistency of material, ensuring that your surfaces are safe and your time and material costs are lowered with less of your disinfectant lost to the atmosphere. Now let's refocus with an example of an everyday issue with folks trying to keep surfaces clean and safe for all of us. You may not have known that the vast majority of surfaces that you apply disinfectant to are waterproof. This means that disinfectants without surfactant will bead up and form droplets, leading to gaps in coverage. Tests have been conducted where a standard 10% bleach solution was sprayed onto a vertical surface with a trigger sprayer and allowed to sit for 10 minutes. And it was calculated that standard bleach covers less than a third of the surface area as soon as it hits the surface, and that the coverage decreases over time as droplets roll down and evaporation occurs. If the result of using conventional sprayers is that 2/3 of the surface fails to be covered only a few seconds after you apply the disinfectant, then the majority of the surface will not be properly disinfected, even if you wait for the correct contact or dwell times. Now you can imagine that this problem is magnified in hot, arid conditions, where evaporative effects are even more pronounced, and that the disinfectant may dry out well before reaching its contact time. By now, it's very clear that contact or dwell time is of particular importance when it comes to the effectiveness of any disinfectant materials or chemicals. By utilizing state-of-the-art paint transfer technology, the SaniSpray HP product line can provide several specific advantages and efficiencies that our competition can't. Number one is consistent application coverage delivered in either high production or fine spray modes. To meet any specific needs, each SaniSpray unit comes with a variety of Rack X LP quick change tips, which help to greatly reduce the amount of disinfectant being used, meaning far lower costs. Number two is complete surface coverage to better meet your chemical contact or dwell time requirements. SaniSpray delivers the customized and proper atomization required to quickly and consistently coat surfaces for superior disinfectant quality and greater personal protection and safety. And number three, fastest method of disinfectant application, period. In a nutshell, SaniSpray HP will lower labor and material costs, which improves everyone's bottom line, and it'll help you to create the safest environments possible. Now that we've covered some of the basics, I am looking forward to sharing our second installment with you, where we will directly compare SaniSpray HP technology to the various methods of surface disinfecting that are available on the market, as well as how SaniSpray HP can actually increase safety for you, your patrons, and your employees. Until then, visit us at sanistore.ca, howardmartin.ca, or simply contact your nearest Howard Martin Fluid Technologies location. Thanks for tuning in and have a safe day.